Hey guys, what is up? This is ViperStealth. Thank you very much for checking out this new video. So I've been working on a skill damage build lately, and this I think is stronger than any skill damage build I've put together in the more recent updates, TU8, TU9. This is really cool. But before I get into it, if you want to see me stream, it's twitch.tv/ViperStealth, or you can subscribe to me right here on YouTube if you prefer. So let's get into it. This is a really interesting build. So this may be a little bit different to what you're used to seeing, but I've gone for half high-end and half gear set. So I've gone for 3-piece hardwired, 2-piece Hanyuu, and 1-piece Wyvern. So let me explain to you what I'm doing here. I'm stacking skill damage, and I'm also going for 2 multiplicative talents, one being Spotter. And I know that you're probably thinking, what the hell am I playing at? This surely can't be better than going for Perfect Glass Cannon or something like that. But it actually is, and it's even better because with Glass Cannon you lose a lot of health if you take damage. So let me walk you through it. So firstly, the easiest part to explain, the 3-piece hardwired. That gives you a bonus of 15% skill haste for having 2 pieces, but also if you have 3 pieces, you get 15% skill damage. So that in itself, getting 15% extra skill damage is nice. And if we scroll down, all the attributes are rolled towards skill damage. So you want to make sure that all your hardwired pieces are all spec towards skill damage, and then you're happy. The next part is 2-piece Hanyuu, and the reason why we go for this is a 2-piece gives you 10% skill haste and 10% skill damage. So you need these two. You want fast skill haste and you also want good skill damage. And on the bag, of course, we've gone for the perfect combined arms. So this is a multiplicative talent. You know this because it says shooting an enemy increases total skill damage, so total being the keyword there. Shooting enemy increases total skill damage by 30% for 3 seconds. Now 3 seconds is a really small amount of time, so you do need to shoot the enemy just before you're about to use the skill, but I'll talk to you about how to use the build in a second. So that's that talent, and on the vest, as I mentioned, we've got Spotter, so it amplifies total weapon and skill damage by 15% to pulse to enemies. So again, total weapon damage and skill damage, that means it's multiplicative. Now the interesting thing about this build is I've gone for Technician, and the reason why I've gone for Technician is because with Technician you get the underbarrel attachment, the linked laser pointer that comes from the Technician. So this automatically pulses enemies. So enemies are pulsed, all you need to do is aim at them, and it's really quick. I'll show you it in a second how quick it is, but it's a fantastic attachment. So the benefit of this is you don't need to use pulsed as a skill, so that frees up your skill. So we've got Perfect Spike on this gun. You can see the talent there. Perfect Spike headshots give 25% extra skill damage for 8 seconds. So I pulse enemies and I've got Perfect Spike there. I've got a spike on my sidearm and I've got the Sweet Dream shotgun in case anyone gets close. I can just hit them and kill them straight away. So what I'm doing here is with Pulse and the Perfect Spike with the underbarrel pointer is I'm tagging enemies, and for some reason, I don't know why, I haven't really figured out why, but I'm absolutely sure that Spotter is doubling up. It's double dipping. It's not just giving 15%, it's giving I think just over 30% multiplicative damage. So when you pulse an enemy with your gun and then they are pulsed, all of your skills do 30% plus damage, and that's on top of this skill here. So the Perfect Combined Arms and Spotter works really nice together. What I've gone for in terms of skills, it's completely your choice, but I would go for the Sniper Turret. That's one of my favorite skills to use for this. So Sniper Turret has a base damage of 2.9 million, but as you saw from the beginning video, it hits for 15 million. If you put perfect combined arms, spotter, and perfect spike, and you hit a headshot with the turret, you get over 15 million damage. So it's an insane amount of damage, but you do need to aim for the head with the sniper turret. The other skill that I normally go for is the striker drone. Now the striker drone hits for about 150, 160,000 per shot when perfect spike and perfect combined arms and spotter are active. So it's an extreme amount of damage to come off the enemy like really quickly, because of course the striker keeps on hitting. So it's repetitively doing that 150, 160k damage. If you want the sniper turret to hit even harder, then what you could go for is the Artificer Hive. So the benefit of the Artificer Hive is it boosts the skill damage. So that's pretty good too, and it also repairs the skills. So this is quite useful because if you do want to have like a really high power sniper rifle like you saw in my intro video, then go for the Artificer Hive instead of the striker drone. But essentially this is all you're doing. You're just staying in cover. The striker drone is going out and getting kills from just chipping away at the enemy's armor. The sniper turret is bang, they're dead. Easy stuff. And the good thing about this too is the sniper turret's on a 10.6 second cooldown for me, and I've also got the striker drone at 14.2 seconds. So even if they both get destroyed, which doesn't happen often, then they're coming back very quickly anyway. So overall, a fantastic build. It does an obscene amount of damage. I've tested this in heroic versus DPS builds, and normally I get the most kills in the game. I don't do the most damage, but I consistently get a high amount of kills, very high for a skill build. But I'm even competing with and beating DPS builds with this. Lastly, you might want to go for an EMP grenade, very handy for Black Tusk missions. And one thing that's worth pointing out is a benefit of the technician specialization is that when you deploy your sniper turret, you're immune to shock. So all of these kind of EMP and shock resistances, if you just stay close to your sniper turret, then you'll be resistant to that. So it's really nice anti-Black Tusk build. I've not tested in the Dark Zone. I wouldn't recommend this as a PvP build. Sure, the sniper turret would rip somebody's head clean off, but that's pretty much all you've got on this build. So I wouldn't go into the Dark Zone with a build that's not so versatile. In PvE, this build is a complete dream, and it's fun to use, and it's really easy too. Fantastic if you just feel being a bit lazy. If you haven't got perfect combined arms, the other thing that I would recommend is tech support. So with tech support, you do sacrifice 3% skill damage. It goes to 27% skill damage. The good thing about that is tech support lasts a lot longer than 3 seconds. So the good news is, even though you're sacrificing 3% weapon damage, it just plays into this lazy build that if you want to get behind cover and not do much work, then you could have tech support always up and ready, because these are going to be just banging the enemies and getting you loads of kills. With the technician specialization, you do also get 10% skill damage, so that's really nice. And of course, don't forget your mods on your sniper turrets. Make sure you get some damage on the mods there. So that's my build. If you like it, give me a thumbs up, but let me know what you think in the comments, because I'm very curious to hear what you guys think of this build. It's so much fun. If you want to watch me stream, like I said, ViperStealth on twitch.tv, or you can subscribe right here on YouTube. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Stay safe, have fun. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to show the pulse and how quick it is. So you can see these targets in front of me. They don't have any arrows above the head. I've got the gun on now. That's got the underbarrel attachment from the technician. Watch how quick this is. Okay, you ready? They're all pulsed. So that's how quick it is. The pulse stays for an incredibly long time, or maybe even until they die. I've not noticed it stays on that long. And then quite simply, all you need to do, get into cover, use your turret, pop them in the head for perfect spike, and then just shoot. And it's just an easy death. They die incredibly quickly with that. Just get in cover, aim for the head, done. And targets go down straight away. It's really a great build. Have fun with it, guys.